Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is a setup for the eyes project. The sheet of paper in front of you is 4.5 by 12. What you're going to do is you're going to be making marks after you line up the ruler from the 0 to the 12 at 3 inches, 5 inches, 7 inches, and 9 inches. And then you would lightly draw the line from the beginning mark to the last mark. And again, please use sketching pressure. You saw that I changed my handhold, and then put your name and code on the back. So please go ahead and do that part first, and then pause the video, and then we will go ahead and sketch. Alright, so you already have your line. If you don't remember, when we sketch the eyes, we simultaneously sketch, which means we're going to go back and forth between both eyes. You can either do the one curved line movement, or you can do what I'm doing in this demonstration, which is I do the top of the middle of both eyes, then I do the outward corner going down into the right and down into the left, and then this last movement I go down to the inside and of both the right and the left eye. So I start with that top line first. I try to make sure that I'm making them both match or symmetrical, and then I sketch. Next part is I'm going to start the bottom line, which should be closer to that middle line, so this is going to be a bit flatter, and generally I have you guys go about 3/4 of the way, and again you're sketching simultaneously, so complete one from one side and then one from the other. And then the tear ducts generally will start by curving upwards, so that last fourth or so of each shape you're going to see me go up and curve lightly back and forth. I'm trying to make both of them even, and again I am lightly sketching, so if I'm making any mistakes I can go ahead and easily erase them. And then the last thing is I'm going to do the closing of the tear ducts on the inside right and left corners, and I'm using kind of outward facing parentheses or partial circles. So please stop at this point, lightly sketch your shapes, make sure that you have them the way you want, and then go ahead and then restart the video. Now the next part would be, as soon as you're satisfied with both shapes equally matching, they're about the same thickness, the same proportion, they look like they are a set of eyes belonging to one person, go ahead and erase the middle line in between. Again, since you are sketching and using light pressure, this should be easy to do. Then what you're going to do is if there's any corrections you need to make, if one side the curve is not matching the other side, this is where you would go ahead and make your adjustments. So you want to make sure that you have all of that in and make sure that everything looks like it should, like it's a matching pair of eyes. Again, this is more likely to happen, if you sketch simultaneously. If you complete one eye and then you go ahead to the second eye, this is not going to necessarily happen. Alright, so what I tried to tell you is the iris pupil, the color part of the eye, the iris, is about 1/3 of the whole shape. So what I have you do is kind of estimate where that third is, and then lightly sketch this, if you like the full circle or the partial circle. Sometimes it's easier to do the full circle and then erase away the top of the circle that we would not be seeing. For some people, being able to just do the partial circle is enough. And again, whatever you're doing, I want you to sketch it, and then I want you to go back and forth, both to each side and to both each eyes, and continue to sketch back and forth to try to make sure that both of them look like they are a pair of eyes. Okay, make sure that you erase that top line. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in the pupil, which is that center circle in the middle of the eye. Again, it's approximately 1/3. Right now we are sketching without a reference, so this is from my knowledge of just drawing eyes. When we get to the next video, you're actually going to be drawing from a picture, so you're going to be drawing not from imagination, but from observation. So again, I lightly go back and forth, sketch, make my corrections to the iris and pupil, and then make my corrections to any other areas that I don't feel match. Then finally, we're going to put in the tear duct section. Again, usually it's an outward type of curve on both the right-hand side because your white of the eye is going to end and you're going to have that tear duct shape show. Most likely you're going to show that lower lid thickness, and again, you're going to want to observe your photograph of your person. Is it thick? Is it thin? Do you see the line go all the way through? Is it not obvious or you're not aware of it because it's just not visible on your picture? Sometimes it looks like it's inside of the eye. Sometimes it looks like it's underneath slightly. So you want to lightly make your adjustments again to both eyes simultaneously. And then erase any mistakes or anything that you don't like the look of. Again, I'm always using that light pressure. And then finally the eyelid line, that line that is above the eye, which is the crease where when your eyes are open, it's the skin that folds back, and it's the skin that comes over your eyes when you close your eyes. So we're drawing that eyelid line. Again, some people it lines up with the top line of the eye. For some people it's very high. For some people it's very thin. You are going to decide how that is going to work. Thank you. Have a great day.